Simulation games are reaching new levels of depth and detail, with ambitious projects covering everything from city building and management to life, business, and vehicle simulations. Let's check out these upcoming simulation games of 2026 and 2027.
There is a day you hope for. A day when the wind, the light, and the very breath of the world feel.
Hunting Simulator 3 is a hunting simulation game where players track wild animals across Colorado and Texas while traveling on foot or using an all-terrain vehicle. Animals react to player actions and display behavior through the sim fauna system. Players can use different weapons, clothing, decoys, and lures to hunt in various ways. A hunting dog helps track animals and retrieve game. The game also includes a customizable hunting cabin, shooting range, and clay pigeon challenges.
Selected, ready for the terrain ahead. Everything is analyzed, checked, rehearsed. A ritual before stepping into the wild. You watch, you listen, reading the signs, following tracks, sensing a presence. Every movement becomes critical, moving in rhythm with the heartbeat of the world. You learn to respect, to protect, to belong to something greater, something alive. And then it happens. The result of every choice, every step, every sacrifice. It all comes down to one final moment.
Rain is coming, get ready.
Endurance Motorsport Series is a racing simulation game where players take the role of both driver and race engineer during endurance events. Racing is combined with strategy through pit stop planning, tire management, weather monitoring, repairs, and live race decisions. Players can manage up to 3 cars at the same time and compete across different vehicle classes. The game includes solo modes, online races, and a co-op mode where teams of players share driving and engineering responsibilities. Cozy Game Restoration is a simulation game where players restore old video game cartridges by removing dust, stickers, ink marks, scratches, and other forms of wear using different tools. Cartridges arrive in mystery parcels and feature randomized conditions, visuals, and rarity levels. Restored games are added to a collection that supports quest objectives based on game types and dates. Completing quests unlocks decorations and cosmetic items for a customizable collection room.
Welcome.
Planet Zoo 2 is a zoo management game where players build and operate animal parks across different regions while caring for species with unique needs and behaviors. The game adds fully aquatic animals and flying birds, allowing the creation of aquariums and aviaries. Players design habitats, manage guests, expand facilities, and grow their zoo network. Animals can also be released into customizable wildlife reserves as part of conservation projects and ecosystem management.
Meet Lamarty, the Maasai giraffe. He shares his space with a pretty big family, so we need to make sure there's plenty of vegetation for everyone. And with the warm weather, we need to keep the fresh water flowing.
Speaking of water, we'll need an aquarium large enough to house several of our aquatic species, including our endangered hawksbill turtles, Mia and her family.
You'd be surprised how quickly these tanks get dirty. There goes one of our keepers now. We have one more stop to make. We're building a brand new kind of habitat, an aviary. It'll be the perfect home for our white-tailed sea eagles, Hamish and Freya. We've made sure there's plenty of space for them to spread their wings and to have some fun.
Conservation is Fenn's most important goal. Like in the Scottish Highlands, where we're releasing our eagles into our wildlife reserve. We've done a lot to prepare this environment for them, something you'll be sure to do more of on your journey. Together, we can create a better world for all living creatures. So, are you ready?
The Witch of Fern Island takes place on a magical island where a Brill, a young witch in training, will work toward completing exams for the Academy of Witches. Activities will include growing magical plants, brewing elixirs, performing rituals, and helping local residents with their problems. The island will contain 3 magical cultures, seasonal events, and holidays. Players will also be able to decorate an abandoned witch's mansion and use a broomstick to travel around the island.
Good to be back, Jenkins.
Riot Control Simulator, to let players take the role of a riot control officer tasked with managing protests during a period of political unrest. Crowd management involves balancing force and restraint, as excessive aggression can increase resistance from protesters. Players will use formations, tactics, crowd control equipment, and heavy vehicles to respond to different situations. The game also includes moral decisions, arrest operations, infiltration tactics, and the management of unrest across multiple cities.
I'm going to need to see your ID. Thank you.
Against the wall. Go, go. Looks like they're itching for a fight. Get up!
DREADMOOR takes place in a flooded region where players travel by fishing trawler between scattered settlements and submerged locations. Fishing serves as a core activity, with different species caught using various baits and sold to traders. Resources collected from abandoned buildings, caves, and shipwrecks can be used to craft equipment, medicines, bait, and survival tools. The game will also feature real-time combat against mutated creatures encountered on both land and water. Bunker Builder Simulator puts players in charge of creating underground shelters based on contracts from different clients. Work will begin with excavation and foundation planning, with material choices affecting the durability of each bunker. Construction activities will include cutting, welding, and plastering while using a range of tools that can be upgraded over time. Players will also furnish and decorate completed bunkers with various household items while managing client expectations, safety requirements, and comfort needs. Farmatic revolves around managing a growing agricultural operation with the support of automated robots and machinery. Players will plant crops, raise animals, cultivate mutated plants, and improve efficiency through automated systems and specialized farm hubs. Mining will provide ores used for machinery upgrades and weapon creation, while hostile creatures protect valuable resources. The game will also include village quests, community interactions, and online co-op support for up to 4 players.
Wake up, Keeper. Don't make me bite you.
Graveyard Keeper 2 will put players in charge of a medieval graveyard while overseeing production, town restoration, and zombie-powered operations. Resources gathered from flora, fauna, and human remains will be used to expand facilities and automate workflows through machinery and undead workers. Players will also take on the role of the Grand Inquisitor, building defenses, training zombie troops, and leading them into battles against undead threats. Town quests will provide additional opportunities to develop profitable systems and services.
Sard!
The real battle isn't against the flames. It's against all the elements. It's against time.
Rescue Ops Wildfire revolves around emergency response operations during large-scale wildfire incidents across different regions. Missions will involve rescuing civilians, assessing injuries, and guiding people to safety while managing fast-spreading fires. Players will operate fire engines, helicopters, and other support units, including water bombers. The game will feature campaign and sandbox modes with a dynamic fire system affected by factors such as wind, strength, and direction.
Toughest terrain. Master your hose systems and stay sharp on water levels to outmaneuver the flames. But be careful not to waste any water. Deploy your full arsenal of equipment, from mobile backpack frames for rapid assault, to splitters that multiply your presence on the fire line. Every piece of gear has a purpose. The pump is the heart of the operation. Here, you'll fine-tune the flow, control the water pressure, and build a network of pipelines that drive your entire response. with a fire hose in hand. Adapt your stream to gain control on the fire. But mind your positioning. The smoke can be as deadly as the blaze, and you could get rapidly intoxicated if you stay too close. And this is just the start. Rescue ops will bring new dimensions to the fight, including helicopters, game-changing tactical support, civilian rescue, fire breaks,
Ancient Farm takes place in ancient Egypt, where players will develop a working settlement through farming, animal care, construction, and trade. Crops will require watering, fertilizing, and harvesting at the right stages of growth, while livestock such as cows, sheep, pigs, and hens will provide materials and food. Players will gather resources, craft tools, construct buildings, produce goods, and expand their settlement through trade, production, and blueprint-based development. Way of the Hunter 2 takes hunters across North American and African regions where a wide range of wildlife can be tracked and pursued. Players will use rifles, shotguns, bows, game calls, decoys, blinds, and other equipment while tracking animals with the help of a hunting dog. The game will include story-driven challenges, a hunting lodge for planning and trophy display, and tools such as thermal night vision, reserve monitoring systems, and detailed shot analysis. Drownlight takes place in a flooded setting, where a lighthouse serves as the center of a growing survivor settlement. City growth will depend on gathering resources, generating power, maintaining fuel supplies, and expanding structures outward from the central beacon. Survivors arriving from the sea will increase the population while creating additional demands. The game will also involve responding to storms, resource shortages, morale concerns, and moral decisions that influence the future of the community.
Dumb to stand, too drunk to fail. If hell showed up, the fool would grin.
Gate Guard Simulator revolves around inspecting travelers and controlling access to a castle during a period of political unrest and disease. Players will examine documents, verify seals, search for contraband, identify disguised criminals, and check visitors for signs of illness. Different tools can be used to investigate people and goods more thoroughly. Decisions regarding law enforcement, bribery, and entry permissions will affect rewards and influence events within the stronghold.
Preaches that we're bound for hell, but spends his evenings bashing the bishop with Wardy Nell. Help! The gate protects our faith. The gate will keep us safe, provided
The Lift Supernatural Handyman Simulator will have players restore a large research facility abandoned after a mysterious incident. Renovation work will range from furniture repairs to electrical engineering projects involving circuits, cables, power systems, and machinery. Players will use tools, gadgets, and crafted items while traveling through the facility using a mobile lift. The game will also include character quests, hidden areas, and investigation into the events that affected the Institute.
In the lift, you play as a handyman, renovating the Institute, a massive research facility abandoned after a mysterious incident. The lift is a surreal first-person adventure where satisfying repair gameplay collides with an eerie, unnatural mystery story. Think classic Soviet sci-fi meets SCP weirdness, with lots of bolts to screw in and some wires to mend along the way. So, what is this place you'll be fixing? Let's step inside the Institute and see where it all begins. The Institute was once the most advanced research facility ever built, until a catastrophic incident left it drifting through the void. You play as a keeper, a handyman, awakened from a long stasis with one mission: bring the Institute back to life and uncover what went wrong. Every floor of the Institute is a massive renovation project with unique challenges. Work at your own pace, tackling everything from basic furniture repairs to complex electrical engineering projects. With your gadgets and a bit of crafting, you'll slowly breathe life back into the facility and restore it to its former glory. The lift serves as your mobile base, taking you deeper into the Institute. Behind every door, something new awaits. Hidden tech rooms, bizarre contraptions, quirky characters inhabiting the ruins of the Institute. Some will share their stories, some will test your nerves, and all of them are part of the bigger mystery. Step by step, you'll piece together what really happened when everything fell apart. You're handyman here, which basically means if something is broken, it's your problem. No matter if it's a wobbly chair, a generator, or an interdimensional satellite dish. Along the way, you'll tinker with circuits, chase down faulty wires, juggle power flows, and spin up heavy machinery until it all starts humming again. It's practical, it's hands-on, and every fix feels like you're breathing life back into the Institute. We've been working on a lift for 3 years, pouring everything we love about science fiction, immersive themes, and stories that stay with you long after the credits roll. We're launching on PC in 2026, with consoles to follow, but you can try the early version of the game right now during our limited-time Steam playtest. So wishlist the lift on Steam, join the playtest, and hop into our Discord. We'd love to hear your feedback. There is so much more we want to show you on our journey to release, so stay tuned. Until next time.
It lasted exactly 10 years. Cat Zone was designed to cure all types of cancer.
Colonies of the Remnant places players in charge of a survivor settlement struggling to endure in a world affected by the undead. Players will recruit survivors, assign jobs, manage resources, and oversee needs such as hunger, sleep, and psychological conditions. The game will include battles against zombies and rival colonies using first-person and third-person combat. Exploration across a large city will provide access to resources, vehicles, alliances, reputation systems, and story or sandbox gameplay options.
Not only eliminated cancer, but also eliminated the possibility of contracting other diseases. In other words, it made you virtually immortal. Cat Zone was actually a virus genetically engineered with various microorganisms obtained from nature. It was an engineered selection that spread through the air, blood or fluid, depending on the environment. Technically, it was a virus that made the human body immortal. At this point, we manipulated humanity's most basic instincts: nutrition. Thus, the sixth extinction began, the great elimination of existence. And now the world is turned into a playground under the dominance of Catex. Stick your head out of the window. Come on, stick it out. What you see is the dominion of darkness, fear, and destruction. What you see is the beginning of a new era. What you see is the garden of my dark battlefield.